What's up to all you marks out there, and welcome back to the Exposed Turnbuckle. My name is Patrick, and I will be bringing you your official WWE Monday Night Raw review. And Jesus, normally I come home, watch Raw, cut the review, stay up all night, edit it, but fuck that shit. This Raw did not deserve me losing sleep. I watched Raw, took my notes, and then went to bed, woke up refreshed. It's probably going to be a better review anyways by just holding on. And yeah, we're going to get into this shit fest. So Raw opens up with Ambrose getting a phone call on his cell phone from Angle. So it's very cryptic, it doesn't give a lot of information. And then he goes, "Hey, crew guy, I got some good news. Make sure you hit my music. Let's go." So he hits the music, comes out, and then he goes, "Kurt Angle made me the active GM for tonight." And it's just like, what? Why? Like, I don't get it. Like, what job do you go to where you just show up and then your boss is like, "You know what? You can run the show today." And then so he's making a big fuss about it, and then the Miz comes in, and then the Miz goes, "Oh, well, Angle called you? Well, that's funny because Stephanie called me, and you know what she said? She said that I am going to be the co-GM of the night." So Miz and Ambrose start bickering. So Miz goes. So Ambrose goes, "All right, man, there's no hard feelings. You are the #1 contender for my title. Shake my hand." So then Strowman comes out, and he says that he destroyed Roman Reigns at Payback, and now he wants Brock Lesnar. So Strowman's all fucked up in a cast. We saw the kayfabe pictures, and I don't know, it just kind of burns a hole. I mean, like, we all know that it's out there, but when we actually see it, every time I'm watching this Raw segment later on, and all I can picture is Roman Reigns and Strowman just like feeding each other little foreign snacks on their tour, and I don't know. I mean, we always know that it's there, that it is fake, but whatever. Strowman says after he's completely done killing Roman Reigns, now he wants Brock Lesnar. Then Kalisto comes out, and it's like, why, dude? Like, dude, know your place. Know your place. Like, you should be coming out and challenging Kurt Hawkins. Or you should be in a one-on-one feud with Heath Slater. I don't know. Something along those lines. Something irrelevant, but something that could maybe be interesting. But Kalisto against Strowman? Come on, bro. Kalisto says, "Let me refresh your memory on that garbage match. I beat you, Strowman. I beat you." And Strowman laughs, and he's like, "You beat me on a technicality. I will crush you like an empty beer can." And his voice, he's coming along. A lot of what he says isn't like witty or anything, but his gruff, like Neanderthal voice puts it across pretty good. So Kalisto basically demands a match from Ambrose with Strowman. So Ambrose gives Kalisto what he wants and gives him a match with Strowman. And then Ambrose announces that The Miz will be going up against Finn Balor next. And so this, of course, puts Miz up in an uproar. So we cut to the commercial, and we're waiting for the Finn Balor and Miz segment. All right, so opening segment wise, wow, Jesus. I mean, to me, what this Raw really felt like is they have been doing the European tour for a minute now, and it kind of looks like they're just kind of wanting to mail it in. Maybe some creative people were sick, and maybe some other people were taking over, but I just don't understand why both general managers weren't there and why they had random wrestlers just apply themselves as general managers. So we have the Miz and Finn Balor match. Miz is getting dominated for most of the match. Pretty much the end of the match, Miz is on the ground struggling. Maurice jumps on the ropes to distract the ref. Miz throws Balor into the ref, and then he climbs out of the ring and he says, well, I have to protect my referees, you know. I can't just let everyone going around assaulting referees. So hit the bell. Balor gets disqualified. Do your job, ref. Walking down the ramp, Ambrose is like, fuck that shit. Restarts the match. Basically, literally after this match was restarted, took like another 30 seconds for this match to finish. Miz gets in, gets laid out. Balor hits the coup de grace, and he wins. Balor gets another cheap win. I don't know. He's just not. He hasn't been really impressive since he came up. I get that he is talented. There is an aura about him, but other than that triple threat match for the #1 contenders match, really hasn't been all that much to write home about on the Finn Balor news. So, but yeah, the heel gets one stuck to him, tries to cheat, and the good guy gets the victory. Cut to the back, and Alexa and Nia are talking. Nia asks if what she said last week was true, that Alexa thinks that she's great. Alexa goes, oh yeah. And then Nia goes, well, in that case, you know, after you're done with Bayley, you know, I should be next. So Alexa goes, well, you know, I don't really make matches per se. You know, that's Kurt Angle's job. But he's not here. But when he comes back, I will definitely talk to him, and we will make this happen. So Nia goes, all right, sweet. Well, in the meantime, looks like you got a best friend. Go get her, buddy. No, I don't know why two heels would just be friends. And Nia Jax is supposed to be like this world eater who just destroys souls and shits out hearts, you know, and then she wants to suck up to Alexa, you know. It'll obviously end with, you know, Nia probably turning on Alexa or vice versa to make the other mad and start that feud, but, I don't know, curious. Maybe they just don't have anything planned for Nia at the moment, so they're just like, oh, just hang out with Alexa for a little bit until it's your time. Come back from commercial, and now it's time for Mickie James versus Alexa. So Alexa Bliss comes out with Nia, so Mickey's coming out, and then Bayley's music hits. So now we have Mickie being accompanied by Bayley, and now we have Alexa being accompanied by Nia. This match was pretty quick. Mickie got in a lot of good offense. Alexa, they traded for a little bit. They do have good chemistry. This could be a good feud going forward. But so basically, the ending was Mickie James was on the top rope. She's about to do some high fly action. Nia grabs her leg. Bayley doesn't like that shit. Bayley body crosses Nia. And then Alexa just hits a forearm on Mickie. Mickie falls from the top rope. 1, 2, 3. Alexa wins. A little bit after that, Mickie is left injured and alone inside the ring, and Nia Jax comes in. Mickie stumbles into the corner. Nia Jax does a huge running train smash on her in the corner, hits a big elbow, and storms off. So basically, it's just a reinforcement that, you know, I may be friends with Alexa, but don't get it twisted because I'm still a badass. Mickie has been slowly getting over him. Her cheers are slowly improving, but not much to write home about this match. Cut to the back, and Miz and Ambrose are confronting each other. Miz asks, you know, what the hell was that out there? You can't just do that. And so they start arguing back and forth, and Miz goes, you know what? All right, then now, since you want to be like that, now you're going to have a match against Bray Wyatt later. So enjoy that one. Have a good day. Cut to a Samoa Joe promo. Joe said that the Kingslayer slayed nothing at Payback, and he only escaped Joe says Rollins lives on Joe's time now, and Joe will tell him when it's over. Joe says that he's going to break all kinds of bones, and it's going to get loud in Seth's world. This was a really good promo. He is really vicious on the mic, and you just believe that as soon as he's done cutting that promo, he's going to literally go in the back and then just start ripping limbs off people. So Joe's getting into it, talking all this jazz about Rollins. Rollins can't take it no more, attacks him in the back, and then the refs break it up. Next up was the Strowman-Kalisto match. So Strowman grabs the mic and says Ambrose is the new GM. Ambrose can shove it. I am not accepting this match. Match starts. Strowman boots Kalisto. Nope, just kidding. He does accept this match. So he's laying waste to Kalisto, and then Roman Reigns' music hits. And then they start brawling. Roman hits 3 Superman punches. Roman goes to town on Strowman with some chairs. Starts getting in some vicious chair shots. And then Strowman is forced to retreat. So this just extends it. They were both heavily bandaged. But Roman Reigns does come back. It has been a minute. He got his loud crowd as always. We got the "Let's go Roman, Roman sucks" chant. That was pretty prevalently loud tonight, but it's good to see. It's good to see the big dog back. You know, you hate him, you love him. We need him. Get over it. Cut to the back, and R-Truth is rocking out to his music. Goldust says, "We need to improve our win-loss record, bro. You heard what Angle said. It's embarrassing. You know, we can't even get a title shot because our win-loss record is garbage." Goldust says, "You know, all we've done is all of these tag teams are coming up in the ranks, and we're just letting them pass by. You know, we need to take what's ours." R-Truth says, "Let's go shock the world in our tag team turmoil match." So we cut from commercial, and the tag team turmoil tournament is on. So basically how this works is you have 2 tag teams in. Once a tag team is eliminated, a new tag team comes into the fray. So Enzo and Cass come out. They start talking about, Cass mentions that they're in the O2 arena, talks about oxygen. I don't even remember what Enzo was rambling about. Wasn't that great. Like I said, with Enzo, just kind of getting blasé over him because I feel like his promos are slowly going down. They're not really funny. It just kind of seems like he's just yelling on the mic intensely. He'd be like, "You know what? We're gonna run through you like a marathon." Like shit like that. Like, it's not funny, you know, but he says it like in such a weird manner. But they were really over in England. The "How You Doing" chants were killing it. The SAWFT soft. That chant, that was pretty loud. You know, they're over with the casual fans. Just me personally. You know, I expect more. I saw more. So, you know, the bar was raised so high, you know. So Enzo and Cass come in. Cesaro and Sheamus are the first. Cesaro and Sheamus are the second team. Enzo gets beat up for a while. Cesaro hits an uppercut to the back of the head of Enzo. Then Cesaro makes Enzo tap out with the sharpshooter. Next up, we have Heath Slater and Rhino. The main focus for Cesaro and Sheamus was beating the shit out of Heath Slater, and Rhino was incapacitated on the outside. So even when Slater got in some offense, he was never able to tag out. So Cesaro and Sheamus slowly wore him down. Slater ends up eating a bro kick from Sheamus, and Slater and Rhino are done. Next up is Gallows and Anderson. Cesaro hit a very impressive, slow, staggered suplex on Gallows. That was impressive to see. Gallows and Anderson try to hit their finisher. Cesaro comes from the outside, breaks it up, knocks Anderson out of the ring. Then Gallows eats a bro kick, and Gallows and Anderson are done. Last team is the Golden Truth. Now this built up to, you know, maybe they actually have a chance. I mean, you couldn't put the Golden Truth out first, you know, because they wouldn't win. But you put them last. Not that Cesaro and Sheamus really got beat up per se, but they were winded. They had a couple of matches, so You're like, maybe they could do it. And they kind of impressed. They came out with some energy. Goldust did his thing, and then R-Truth got the hot tag. He was killing people. So the finish of this match was R-Truth was going to town after that hot tag. Tries to hit Cesaro in the corner. He misses. He bangs off the turnbuckles. Cesaro rolls him up. 1, 2, 3, and now Cesaro and Sheamus are your number 1 tag team contenders. So after the match, Cesaro and Sheamus are doing their typical heel thing, which is this heel thing is happening a lot, where the heels are attacking the baby faces after the matches. I mean, you can do that every once in a while, but you can't do that with every heel against every face. Space it out a little bit. So Cesaro and Sheamus are tooling on the Golden Truth. The Hardy Boys music hit, huge pop. Didn't do anything else the rest of the show. All he did was entrance song, run down the ramp. Scared Cesaro and Sheamus off, and we're gonna have to wait to see this. Basically, it was a good build for Cesaro and Sheamus. A lot of their matches in this tournament were very physical and believable. They are the cream of the crop. There is, as we saw in the tag team tournament match, the tag teams themselves aren't really all that great at the moment. So this is the cream of the crop for the moment, and I am excited. You feel some new steam coming out of Cesaro and Sheamus's heads, and I think that they will do well as heels when they ultimately win, and we will see how well they run with the belts, but on their way to the belts is very enjoyable for me. Next up, we had Samoa Joe and Seth Rollins. This was a really good back and forth match, very physical. Rollins got Joe up for a Falcon's Arrow. That was impressive. So at one point, Samoa Joe has Rollins on his shoulder. So Rollins is pretty much just grabbing on for anything for dear life. Accidentally rips off the top turnbuckle. Then he gets hit into the turnbuckle. And then, so Joe focuses on the exposed turnbuckle. As you guys should. You guys should focus on the exposed turnbuckle some more too. Get some likes. Get some shares. Get some subscribes. We love you. So anyways, so he focuses in on the exposed turnbuckle. He's about to throw him in. Ref goes, "Don't do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do." Oh my God, he did it. And so he DQ'd him. Samoa Joe doesn't give a shit. He gets DQ'd, starts beating on Rollins, picks him up, throws him into the turnbuckle again. Rollins bounces off the exposed turnbuckle, stunned. Joe hits a coquina clutch on him, and that's how the match ends. So you got Rollins winning by DQ, but Samoa Joe laid the beat down. This was I like the finish. Doesn't really make sense to just have like a standard, clean fall here. This is going to be a feud that's going to last for a little bit, so why not give the babyface a little bit of a following. Samoa Joe took it above and beyond and really took it to Rollins, went dirty, got use of the turnbuckle, excessively choked him out after the match. So I think it was well done by both. I think these two have really good chemistry together, and they should, because they're going to be feuding with each other for a while. So great match between Samoa Joe and Rollins. Next up, we had Cruiserweight action, cut to a back earlier promo, and basically Neville says that if you want a title shot, beat Gallagher tonight, and I will take care of the rest. So this was a quick match. A lot of little back and forth action. Gallagher did his upside down in the corner thing. Ultimately, what ended up happening is TJP goes in for a detonation kick. Gallagher reverses it, goes for a roll-up. TJP counters into a roll-up of his own. He holds the tight. 1, 2, 3. TJP wins with a dirty handful of tights. After the match, TJ Perkins attacks Gallagher again. I felt like every segment, the heel, after the match, you're just going into an unnecessary beatdown of the babyface. So TJP is attacking Gallagher. Arias comes out from the crowd to save him, and then we had Aries and Gallagher in the ring staring down TJP and Neville as they're retreating back up the ramp. So TJP did win. He won dirty. Neville never actually made the match official that he would give him a title shot. I feel like this is going to extend into some kind of triple threat match. Be like, well, you know, you don't really deserve it. I mean, you had to cheat. You got the tights, but you know, we're gonna have a triple threat match. You know, you watch my back. You know, you have my back on this one, and then we'll see what happens. But what I would like to see is I would like to see that triple threat thing, and then I would like to see so the triple threat would be Aries, Neville, and TJP. So what I would like to see is I would like to see Neville being on the offensive, maybe like going up for a high-risk maneuver or something along those lines. So TJP is just pretty much watching him, and then he turns, hits a detonation kick, and steals the title. And I think that would be a good ending. But as of right now, TJP is still the protege. He did get the win over Gallagher, so we shall see if he actually does get a Cruiserweight title match. Next up, we had Alicia Fox already in the ring, and we'll square off against Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks was looking fine. She was looking so good. The only notable thing that I have in my notes on this match is they open it with like the bitch, my boyfriend ate your baby daddy slaps. Just boom, boom. Sasha climbs the top rope, hits the double knees on Alicia, and then wins. I don't know. I don't know what this proves. This show just kind of felt like a lot of quick, cheap ways to get their stars to hit their music and walk down the entrance for the European tour. And last but not least, we had Bray Wyatt versus Ambrose in the main event. I use main event because the show didn't really deserve a main event. This was a slow match. Miz was ringside. Not a lot happened. Didn't really get me going. I was just kind of watching it in and out. So basically, Ambrose does all of his things. I don't think he actually hit an elbow though. And Bray eventually gets a random ill-placed Sister Abigail on Ambrose and cheap win. And then Miz comes in, grabs the title, starts talking all this jazz to Ambrose, and fade to black. So to all you marks out there at home, what did you think about Raw? Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy the show that we all love? No. If you guys have been watching my reviews, I have been very pro Raw lately, at least for the last 3 weeks. But this week, even if SmackDown didn't air, I would still give SmackDown the win this week. This one was just crap. I don't even remember what I gave Raw last week, but this Raw was like a 3. And I hear people say that on the Wrestling Views all the time. They're like, oh, Raw sucked. Raw was a 3. This one literally was a 3. Samoa Joe and Rollins, that was a decent match. Cesaro and Sheamus, they had good build on their tag team turmoil match, which actually turned out to be okay. But other than that, everything was fucking garbage. So that's it. I don't have anything more to say on this. Sorry I didn't, if anyone actually noticed, sorry that I didn't actually post this last night. Like I said, the Raw really wasn't that great. Everything will return as normal tonight. I will watch SmackDown when I get home, cut the review, put it up early in the morning if I do have any Night Owl fans. But yeah, I just wanted to, I was tired all weekend. I had a big weekend. I had to do a lot of family stuff, funerals, this, that, all this jazz. So I just wasn't feeling it. I came home from work and I was really tired. I was talking to my girl and she was like, so you excited to do about the review tonight? And I was just like, well, you know, I'm not even feeling up to it, you know. It's tired and just, like, you know, when like you're just going through life and then you get that like week or two where shit just gets blah, you know, where like nothing's really going bad, but everything that happens that is bad is just like amplified by like 1,000. So I'm in that very meh state. So yeah, Raw gets a 3. My life is like a 5 at the moment, and but you guys are a 10 in my book. 10. And I do it for you guys. And we have been gathering a little bit of steam lately, so let's keep this shit rolling, huh? Alright, you guys, and that is going to do it for me. Overall, bad show, but, you know, there's always room to improve. I'm hearing rumors that SmackDown is taped, so we shall see how great the quality is tomorrow, but better luck next time. And be sure to like this video, guys. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to share with your friends. Our friends are your friends. I do enjoy being on the YouTube community, going to various YouTuber streams, hanging out with you guys, getting to know you guys, getting to know people outside your local community is always fun. So be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, be sure to put some comments down in the drop below. I want to read them. I want to text it. I want to do it. I want to get into. Anyways. Alright, guys. And until next time, you crazy kids. See ya.